Time to quit dancing and start talking about some cards. Welcome to Craft Roulette, episode 244. I'm Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, your intrepid host of Craft Roulette. This is our fourth year. I was just talking to our lovely guest, Christine Bertram, about how many years we've been doing this, and we have been doing this many, many years. If you're joining us tonight because of Christine, please say something in the chatterbox. We would love to welcome you with our own style of warmth. And if you are joining us because you were here because of Michelle and you went, gosh, I want to see I think I'd like to watch that again. Please say hi in the chatterbox as well. We would love to have you. And all of you lovely chatterbox folks that are here so many weeks, so many times, so early, and stay so late, we appreciate you from the bottom of our warm little hearts. We do. We thank you a lot. Anyway, what is Craft Roulette? Well, in a nutshell, it is the ultimate original card-making game show challenge, paper crafting card-making game show challenge, and we are live almost every Friday night. And when we're here, we would love to have you here right beside us in our great big worldwide craft table, because it is so much more fun with you guys. It really is. You're a special, special group. I mean, who else do you know outside the card-making groups that really appreciate talking about cards as much as we do? Seriously, how was that conversation at Thanksgiving? You know, if you're just kind of going, well, I made a card the other day, and everybody goes to the other room. But it's okay. We love it. We love it, and we love sharing it with you. If you enjoyed those cards on the slideshow, and I hope you were here in time to see many of them, there were 374 that you sent in last week. I tell you what the random was upcycled, and you really, if you want to see some creativity, go over to craftroulette.live, episode 243, and read how people use the upcycled. Junk journalers have nothing on you guys. You were figuring out all sorts of things. There was a heart from a wedding tape, somebody on a wedding table. There were some sequins from a wedding dress, I think. There were pieces of garbage. There were things that hadn't been used in 5 years. It's a wonderful gallery. You guys make it very special, and we hope that you will join us again this week. If you've never sent in a card, let's have this week be your week. We would love to have you join us. It is so much fun. We will be talking more about that and getting some more spins in a few minutes. There are there's 4 process videos and 4 bonus cards already in the episode as well. So there's a lot happening over there on craftroulette.live, episode 243. Speaking of websites and why that is our website so great, well, let's pull back the curtain and see and say hi to Mr. Producer. There's the hand that does all the programming. Thank you, Mr. Producer, there's the other hand too. Thank you for being here again and keeping the show on, because without Mr. Producer, we have no show. Without Mr. Producer, we have no website, which means no giveaways, no spin sponsors, no nothing. And we like all of those things, so we're very, very glad to have him. But Mr. Producer and I have a little announcement to make about videos. Are you ready? Yes, Mr. Producer has 2 hands, Ellen. I know, he's usually one-handed. Probably because he was doing buttons with the other one. There, yep. He can chair dance just like the rest of us. We do have a special, wonderful announcement about a new show that we will be starting in 2025, featuring some of our process video makers. I don't remember even when we started getting videos on making cards. I have no idea, but we have over 700 card videos made by our card contributors in our episodes, associated with our episodes. And so I think Mr. Producer had this idea, and he said, we need to just have a show featuring some of them. And I said, well, yeah, that sounds like a pretty good idea. Actually, I probably didn't. I probably just said, no, I don't want to do another thing. But in truth, it's a great idea. So we're going to start on January 4th. It's going to be on Saturday afternoon at noon, like we do World Card Making Day. And it's going to be the same format as World Card Making Day. So we have 4 wonderful process video makers that have sent in card or process videos for Craft Roulette episodes. And we have a guest that will co-host with me. Are you ready to hear our first lineup? Give me some hearts if you're ready to hear my first lineup. Come on. I'm looking. I don't see any hearts. Where are my hearts? Come on. It's going to be so much fun, Deb Shaw. It's going to be so much fun, Christine. It's going to be so much fun, Allison, Rosie, Deb. There's my heart friends. Okay, couple more, and I will tell you. If you stop now, I'm not telling. There we go. Well, my co-host will be you know her. You already, she's been on the show before. She does a lot of things for Trinity. Her name is Sarah Liz Star-Oska. She's going to be my co-host for the first show. I'm looking forward to hanging out with her. Jay Thomas will be joining us for our first show. Carmen Broxma, Vicky Ruda, and Sue Smallkreider. I can't wait to see what they do. It's going to be kind of, thank you for all those hearts. You're the best. It's going to be set up where they get the parameters on Friday night, just like the rest of us, and then they show up Saturday and have a card ready and show us something, and they won't have much time, but because it's going to be the same format as World Card Making Day. But I think it'll be fun. It'll be fun to see what they come up with and kind of inspiring and keep us moving along, and a great way to kind of highlight some of the community or our craft roulette culture, as we like to say, in a new way, because we really do appreciate those people that put in a little extra time and love and energy to help us all be inspired with these cards and taming Mr. Wheel. So put that on your calendar. I hope you will join us on January 4th to start off the new year with a community showcase. The event it's under the events on craftroulette.live. And they all have their own place on the guest page, too. So that's pretty fun. You can read about them.
And just like World Card Making Day, there is a prize registration form on the event page. I'll post it here.
And we will have prizes. So
not as many as World Card Making Day, but we'll have prizes.
But that was like $1,000 worth of prizes. So it won't be anything like that. But it'll be so fun. I can't wait. I think it's going to be wonderful, wonderful fun to have to do with all of you. So, if you don't mind, if you could give us a thumbs up, we would appreciate it. Share this and hit that notification bell. I saw somebody say that we're kind of low on our Vinny count compared to our people count. So let's get that ratio back up so that we can, so YouTube will say, hey, I'm going to send this out to other craft and card makers because people like this show. So please help us out by doing that. We have some spin sponsors that may sound familiar and may not sound familiar to you this month. We will be spin sponsors. Craft Roulette is giving away a $35 gift certificate each week this month, including you'll be able to get Santa's long pants. More on that in just a minute. And you'll also be able to get your Craft Roulette Creative Companion. And you'll also be able to get some of our stamp sets and die sets. So it's going to be fun. We look forward to giving away some of our stuff. And Biddy Penny wants to be a spin sponsor this month. So we said, yes, come along. Do the spin sponsor thing with us, Biddy Penny. Because we have an itty bitty shop. She's got an itty bitty shop. So we look forward to having our itty bitty shops giving away stuff to you all year, or all month, for the rest of the year. We're going to do it for the rest of the year. That sounds bigger. And Christine told me she's going to give away a class later in the spinning tonight. So stay tuned. If you sent in one of those 374 cards, you may win those wonderful things. Plus our goodie bags and our Krogs. All those good things. Okay. Craft Roulette is not sponsored by any, well, we sponsor ourselves, I guess. But Biddy Penny does not sponsor us, except as a member, because she is a member and we appreciate her. And that's how we keep on the air, is with member support. You guys are welcome to join us at any time. Give us a Christmas present. We don't mind. And join us for a month. We do have membership perks, including extended submissions. And we do have a silver call tonight. Don't forget, a silver call tonight and on up after the show. It's a Craft Roulette after party. I'll let you do your own acronym on that. We do want to say happy birthday to our card exchange members with December birthdays. And that includes Anita Solars, Ava Ballone, Camille Ernst, Quasi Kitty, Jay Thomas, Jenny Kay, Julie Kerwin, Lori Brock, Lori Patterson, Mara Thomas, and Smurf Murphy. You guys are all wonderful members of our support team. And I hope you get oodles and gazoodles of birthday cards, because it's December and sometimes you guys get gypped. So I don't want that. We want to welcome 2 new members also this week, Amanda Saxby and Cindy Purvis. Thank you so much for becoming members. It does mean a ton to us, and it keeps us literally on the air. So thank you. Thank you.
Keeps me coming back.
That's right. That's right. It's not just because he likes his mom. Anyway, we also have at craftroulette.live/shop. We now have...
This one's on craftroulette.shop.
Okay. This one's on craftroulette.shop. Is the Craft Roulette Creative Companion. I almost have mine filled out for the whole year. I can't believe it's gone that fast. I have my whole little scrapbook of all my projects. And Santa's Long Pants. Now, if you're not familiar with Santa's Long Pants, I will tell you what it is. This is the write-up that's on the shop. Step into a heartwarming Christmas tale cherished for nearly 70 years. Originally written in 1956 by Lucille Gunn for her son's Christmas performance. Santa's Long Pants captures the magic of the season through a family's love and creativity. Beautifully illustrated, I did not write this, beautifully illustrated in 1979 by Mary Gunn, Lucille's daughter-in-law, and self-published in 1992. 5,000 copies she had just made, and she'd go down to different Hallmark stores and read it and different things. She had so much fun with it. This book is a true family heirloom turned into delightful holiday tradition. Share the joy, laughter, and nostalgia with your family this Christmas. A story made with love, ready to bring a sparkle to your holiday celebration.
We found a couple boxes of these.
We did. I thought we only had a couple of these left, but we do have a couple boxes. So we brought them out, and so you can get your own copy. The guy that was written for was my husband, and he was one of the elves, but it was a little play that they put on, and she was the narrator. And then as soon as I got in the family, she said, "Would you illustrate it?" And I did. And so, I mean, hi, I'm your brand new daughter-in-law. Am I going to say no? No, I was not a dummy. So I did the illustrations. It was back when, anyway, we'll talk about it some other time. But it's a great little book. Doug has a second cousin that called him just last month and said, "I need a bunch for some presents. It's our family's favorite." So keep it. Get them while they're hot. It really is a precious story. It's all in verse, and it's just precious. So thank you. That's all I got. Other than that, yes, Mr. Wheels got on his purple scarf. Mr. Mike has on his purple scarf. And you know why? Because we want to celebrate the Purple Princess from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Bring her on, please, Mr. Producer. There she is, smiling away. Welcome, hey. Christine Bertram.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
It's our pleasure. You have been here now 11 times.
I hit 10. We got to the double digits again.
Yeah, well, from now on until 100, you will be in double.
Oh, how many years old will that be?
That would be a spell. I'll be really old by then. You'll be pretty old too.
We'll both have like no teeth by then.
Like,
hundreds or something.
I'll just be going, what? What'd you say?
I can't hear you.
That would be quite the sight. I don't know, but I don't know. Would we have any viewers? They'd be old too.
Right.
They'd be all cranking up the television. What?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we better make hay. We better make hay while the sun shines and we still have teeth. Mm-hmm. How are you, Christine Bertram? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, man, busier than ever. I always say busy in a good way. My mom would say, you don't let the grass grow beneath your feet, just something like along those lines. But, all good. Working away, doing lots of classes, and the team is growing, and I can't complain. It's all good. Keeps me busy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Doing lots of kiddie classes and lots of online classes like Mystery Card Night and Share, Create, Inspire. So we like to do a combination of all different types of classes for people. And,
you do indeed.
Oh, yeah.
You do indeed. You were, and that was how I found you, because you were like literally on the air on Facebook all the time. I kept like, who is this? Mm-hmm. She is seriously on Facebook all the time doing card classes, and they were cute.
Yeah, that year of 2020 in March, April, May, I live every day during the week, not the weekend, but I made sure to do something every day to keep people watching and engaged and interacting with people. Yeah.
And you are a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and you have been for how many years?
Since 2013, so it's 11 years now, and I never was going to ever do anything except for place one order, and that's usually how it starts, right? I'm just signing up to get the discount on one order, and then I was going to be done. And look what has happened since then. Like, if I would have just stayed with one order and left it be, we wouldn't have all of this amazing community and fun stamping. It's crazy how much it's grown and blossomed.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you signed up and that you went ahead and did something with it. By the way, she probably won't tell you she was number 8 in the U.S. in Stampin' Up! This year. So
this is true.
That's huge. That is her big
deal. And only
deal.
because of my mom, really. Last year it was number 11, and I was happy with number 11. And the first thing that my mom said is, "Oh, are you going to go for top 10 next year?" I'm like, "Oh, Mom, really?" And so I pushed really hard to make Mama proud, and then she didn't say anything about like top 5, so I'm gonna be good and content with where I am. So
let's go for it. Let's do it. You're always saying, what's our goal tonight, Mary? And I'm going, I don't really have goals. It's okay, but you do. So I'm ready for at least to be the one right below 5. We'll say number 6. No pressure then, right?
Yeah.
No pressure.
It's so funny. We were talking earlier, and Mary's like, "Well, who do we need to like knock out?
Who do we need to beat? Who do we need to beat?
Nobody. We're good. I'm good."
But she named everybody, and I had never seen any of them. So you're the only. You're it for me.
Mm-hmm. Yay!
You're the Stampin' Up! Star in my book.
Well, you're the only one that I do game shows with too.
Well, there you go. It's fair enough.
Listen to each other.
It's fair play. Okay, so we want to get on with this and see what Mr. Wheel gives us and what we can make purple for you.
Okay.
So, did you have a question? It's been a while since you were on.
Yeah, what is craft roulette?
That has a story.
It does. It makes me laugh every time.
It does me too. I still kind of feel bad because you didn't. Oh, anyway, we're glad to have you here, Christine.
Now I know what you're asking.
Yes, we're glad to have you here, Chatterbox. Mr. Producer, it's always a pleasure. Let's get this show started, shall we? What is craft roulette?
Did somebody ask what craft roulette is?
In a nutshell, Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel, and everyone is invited to play along. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. The wheel has 24 spots to land on, but the spot it lands on might not always be a parameter. It could be a special, like guest's choice, a vetoed parameter, or other fun surprises. When you add the infinite creativity of our community and try and calculate the possible options, square the fun, carry the glitter, divide by the imagination, you end up with a near limitless amount of possible projects. Whoa. We invite a special guest on each week to share their unique spin on our challenge. If you'd like to participate, you don't have to create live with us. You can sit back and enjoy the show. Once the episode airs, you have around 50 hours to finish your own project using the same 4 parameters from this episode and submit, so don't delay too long. After your project is ready, take a photo and head over to our website. Use the Submit Contribution form to officially contribute. The form is open to the public and no membership is required. Everyone who contributes will be featured on our website, included in the next episode slideshow, and automatically entered into the next giveaway. When you visit www.craftroulette.live, you'll find all of our past episodes along with their contribution gallery, the current wheel parameters, info on how to participate, a calendar of upcoming guests, links to our spin sponsors, contact and prize claim forms, our shop, and a huge membership platform. But more on that later. And that's Craft Roulette. If you like what we do, please subscribe, like the video, and share it with your crafty friends who might enjoy it too.
Everyone is invited to join in the fun.
We like to celebrate around here, so before we spin for this week's set of parameters, we're going to look back at last week one last time and highlight some of our community's achievements. And now, back to the show.
Wow, you guys had some really colorful woes and hearts. It looks so pretty on my screen. I like it when you celebrate with the video. It's very, very nice. You're a very nice people. Yep, 374 contributions. That's what those pins are. They're just falling in from where they were sent in all over the world. Looks like we're missing a few of you, but glad to see so many of you join us. You're always welcome. That's a big, there's a lot of space left on that map. So please be a part of our show this week, starting this week. There's my card. Oh my gosh, I love the upcycled. I think the upcycled was so much fun. I used a Simon Says flyer to make gifts to go under the table or under the tree. I think it turned out just right. I had it laying around and then had just trashed it and thought, no, I can cut those out. That was my card. It was a lot of fun to make. And I had a lot of fun with our guest, Michelle Lupton. She made a beautiful card too, her little Santa Claus dances. And if you didn't see it, she used wrapping paper that she just happened to have in her room to make that beautiful band behind him. It was a great night. She's always... one of my favorite parts was when she was going, I am such a nerd. Why didn't you stop me? Why didn't you stop me? But she's a scientist, and we always learn a little something when she joins us as well. So, Michelle, thank you so much for joining us, and be sure to check out her Instagram as well, because she's still doing the 52 or the Case Me a Christmas card series. It's very, very interesting and nice. So, well done. Well done. Come back soon. Now, let's bring back on that multitasking girl. Christine Bertram, her head's down. She's just writing emails and doing everything that she can in every second of the day. And this part is our parade of achievements from last week. And you are welcome to mention something, huzzah, whatever, after I say their name and location. And then, because they're awfully cute. And we do want to say congratulations to 2 new mug clubbers, Amanda Stevens and Terry Bonnet. I am so glad. I am going to be sending you your own version of Roulette the Stamps, the robot. So make sure you send me your address so I can send those to you soon. And I know there's a couple people that have become mug clubbers and have not sent me their addresses. So please make sure you do that if you want the stamp set. All right, are you ready?
Sure.
All right, let's celebrate. We have one first timer. Just one. It seems so lonely, but we're so glad to welcome Chris C. from New Jersey. Started out with a cute one.
I love penguins.
I know, they're so adorable.
Cute.
Thank you for joining us, Chrissy. Join us again tonight. Major milestone achievers, 25, 50, so on and so forth. Andrea T. from Australia. Looks like he's having a good time.
Mm-hmm. Very festive.
Lindag, 25, Colorado. Oh, it's a cute polar bear, too.
Ooh.
Marilyn Britain, I think, 25. That's pretty, from Wyoming.
Looks very real.
It did. Andrea Batts-Latson, 50, from Maryland. Wendy Smith, with 50 cards, from California. Coats of paint on the trailer, she said. Vanessa K. If you when you open this up, there's this beautiful, beautiful scene. It was very cool. Bertha Wilson, Michigan, 50. He has more than one code. I didn't know. Suna from New Zealand, 50 cards. Mrs. Claus.
It is. Yeah.
Anita Solars, who also has a birthday, California, 75. Sharon Goodman, Australia, 75. Reindeer Stable, I had never thought of that. Cheryl Garman, Indiana, 75. Completely different look.
Are those purple pants?
Oh, they might have been. Cat Kiwi Roberts from New Zealand, 75. Amanda, there's her Mug Club card with a light.
Very cool.
Cheers. Terry Bonnet from Canada, her Mug Club card. She's celebrating too, it looks like.
Yeah.
Mary Ellen Finley, 150 cards. Congratulations. Those are our major milestone achievers this week. And now for our leading ladies. You probably have heard these people before. Smurf Murphy, 204. Festive hugs, I like that. Jackie Jackpot Muller, 205. Well done.
Looks like needlepoint work.
It does. I think it's a stamp, though. Kathy Herring, 208. 5K now, 6K Lamone with a process video, 211. It was interesting to see how she made it. Card Monkey Jarvis, 221.
Oops, one early.
That's okay. She deserves it. And Patty Beck, 239. Cute little puppy looking out the window. That's so sweet. You guys keep us honest. And I'll come back in just a second. Welcome to Club 52. Diane from New Jersey. You are now in Club 52. Hooray! She wrote her own little card, her little congratulations on there. I like it. Kamado Effect engaged. So before I forget, Jackie Jackpot Muller last year made her one process video, but it's not just it's not a process video. It was a production video, and it's the funniest little video that I have ever had sent in. And I do have it scheduled to be on our Facebook group on Sunday, so you guys can see it because it is a production. And so make sure you be watching for that one. It's about a Christmas tea put on by her aunt. For somebody that's very introverted, she really put it out there. It was very fun. I watched it laughing the whole way. Anyway, those were our achievers for this week. Thank you so much for sending in all those wonderful cards. Enjoy the gallery. We just love having you guys join us each and every week. But Chris,
yay!
You know what this is, what this means.
It's time to see what the wheel's going to give us.
It's time to see if we can find something purple.
I'm just mesmerized by the scarf on your mic.
Well, it looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, look, you look
cold
good.
here. Yeah,
It looks nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was by Marianne Hill also, who, I think so.
I need purple scarves for my kittens.
You should, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the only one I have, so it's for you when you're on. So
I love it. Thank you.
Well, there are the parameters for this week. You may have seen them earlier. They have been festivized. They're festivized? They are Christmasized. They are ready for us to have some fun and just enjoy the season. So, we do I forgot to tell you these. We do give our members a chance to vote off one of those parameters in each column each week. And let's see what they said no thank you to. For project, the members voted off square, card for someone special, A7, or holiday card. Oh, square. They don't want to be square this week. They want to be not square. Be square. Be there. Be square.
And 5% voted off holiday card. Who are the Grinches in the group?
And it wouldn't necessarily mean Christmas either. It could be any holiday. including
True.
Merry Gun Fun Day. That was once a holiday. That means if we land on number 9, square, that we don't have to make a square card. But if you want to, you probably will still be able to. For
Okay.
colors, what can we get tonight? What will be vetoed? Well, it's not purple, so we're safe. Nostalgic. That was brand new. I just came up with that this week. So it's off the board though. 42%. Quite a bit. Didn't want nostalgic. What do you want? Modern Christmas? That's all right. For element, what did they say no thank you to? In or under the tree, December, mails, or Christmas story. Mail or mails, okay? Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine. Well, that's fine. Even if you're making a Christmas card to mail, you can still do that if you want. We just don't have to. And for random, what did they select out of that column? 3 circles, white dots, bows, or lists. Whoa.
Wow.
Maybe there's enough lists going on here that they don't want any more lists on their cards.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But I feel like with all these holiday parameters, a list could be like naughty or nice, and like names on a list.
They vetoed it twice.
They're serious. They really don't want any lists. Okay, that's all right. That's all right.
Mhm.
We don't have to, but you can put on a list if you want. It's okay. There's nothing that says no list. Now, Christine, you don't usually veto. What are your plans for tonight?
Hopefully get some purple. And
But
an A2 card would be ideal.
Okay,
Mine-
so we're
mine
going to
both
go
are
ahead
good.
and get your chips in here. So
we're gonna
A2
get the chips
with
in.
16.
I picked a couple from each category.
All right. And what would you use for, what's the parameter that could be most purple?
What is the parameter that could be most purple?
What did you pick?
I could do purple with a book binding.
Oh, no,
Number
I'm sorry.
11.
I jumped on over to colors. I'm sorry, but you are
Well,
right.
went to
You
colors.
could do.
I'm like, I
Yeah,
thought we were gonna
yeah.
do an order.
No, yeah, I'm sorry. What
That's
is
okay.
Crafty Lit?
Pretty paper. Pretty
Pretty
paper.
paper.
Elegant could be purple. Morning could be purple, like a little bit of a sunset with little hints of purple, or sunrise, I should say.
Yeah.
I don't do
yeah.
mornings, but
No,
a
I
floral
don't
wreath
either.
could be purple.
A floral wreath is what I thought for element. Is that where you'd like to put your chip?
I put
Or
actually
where did you put it?
for colors. I think I picked in the sky. Is
In
that
the
where?
sky. Number
In the
3.
sky. Am I in the wrong group here? Hang
Or-
on.
No,
I know, I
element
picked
is
pretty
in the
paper
sky.
on my piece of paper that my homework assignment. I picked pretty paper
For colors. Huh?
for
And
colors.
then in the
yes.
sky for element.
Correct.
Okay. Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. I thought maybe you'd do front door because you could do a purple front door.
I would have thought of that, but yes, you are so correct. And I had one of my gals just sent me a picture of a front of a house all decked out in purple. And yes, you could definitely do a purple front door. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What color is your front door?
It's brown.
Oh, we need to work on that.
I like espresso, like all my trim in the hive here is like a dark brown. So I have a lot of dark browns, the espresso color.
Oh, well, see, now I thought you had me so conditioned to think purple with you. I thought that was purple in your background. That's brown?
So back here, this
Yeah.
wall is purple.
Oh,
But
okay.
I thought you asked what my front door was.
Yeah, I did. I went all over the place. But that is purple. Okay.
I'm like, where are we going? You want a tour of my house, right?
Yeah, I do.
Whenever
yeah.
you're driving through, you make sure you stop by and say hello.
Oh, gosh, I would. You know I would. But I'm not usually in the Wisconsin
No.
neighborhood. But anyway,
Okay.
if I am, I know
Did
where
we
to
get
go.
random? Did I miss it?
No, we haven't gotten random
No, we
yet.
didn't get there yet.
What would you like to have your chips for random?
Metallic or foil?
Number 2.
Yeah, number two. Yes, two
Number two.
scoops. Yes, number
That's
2.
good. Okay. All right. Well, I
Okay.
can see you doing an A2, which could be a
Well,
bookbinding
so-
with pretty
but
paper
number-
inspired.
Projects, I actually wrote down bookbinding. So I
Okay.
don't know But there is A2, so I would absolutely pick A2 though. That's always my first choice. I love traditional A2 cards.
Okay. Well, you could make an A2 into a bookbinding card.
Absolutely.
Piece of cake. Piece of cake. Have you ever done that on your mystery night? A bookbinding?
A bookbinding card? I don't. You know, we've been doing mystery card now for 4 years, and I can't. I can't remember
not say
everything.
anything else.
I used to remember everything, but I can't.
Right. No.
And Kelly used to help me in the beginning with my mystery card nights because when I was still working a full-time job, Kelly was doing mystery card for me. About 2 years she did them. So I can't remember everything from 2 years ago.
Right. I get you. I used to know in the early close to my heart days, I could remember all the colors, all the stamp names, all the stamp of the month. And then it started just going, there's nothing in there anymore. It's just one big blur. Anyway, it's good. It's fine. Let's give this guy a warm up.
Oh, man.
I'm feeling it. I think he's got some good things in store for us. Project.
This is what always makes me the most nervous here is the spinning.
You just never know. Oh, way down there. A joyful card. I'm pretty sure you've done that on Mystery Card Night.
I feel like it can be purple.
Definitely. Let's see what colors. How can we twist this color to make it into a purple card? Bold/quiet. Bold/quiet. Okay. For element. So we're going to have some contrast there is kind of what I'm hearing there. Number 11. Family. We are family. And for random. Number 17. Ribbon. Oh, well, that's you. You are ribbon. You add ribbon to every card.
Ribbon. Oh, at first I thought you said Reuben. And I'm like, how am I supposed to put a Reuben on my card?
I wondered why your face was kind of...
With care and patience because they're delicious.
I know. I'm like, that's more for St. Patrick's Day time. You should put that on there on the wheel for in March.
For Reubens? Reubens and green
March,
beer.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to give my speech so that you have some time to think, and I do too. A joyful card is... Well, here comes my speech. I'm sorry. This is going to be your art project. We want you to participate. We love having you guys fill out our galleries with all your wonderful ideas. And we would love to see your artistic expression. This is not the show that tells you how to make something, where to put something on a card, what projects or products to use. We just say, here are these 4 parameters. We give you a little bit of guideline and say, take off and have some fun. You can make your card, it does say card, so you need to have your card it can be either very classic with papers, like often Chris makes beautiful papers, a stamp, a sentiment, a little ribbon, all those kind of things. Or it can be wildly interactive and very complex, like Amanda does with lights and bells and whistles. Or anywhere in between. We love it all. You can take each one of those parameters and say, you can take them very literally. Ribbon, I don't know how you can make less than literal, but
you could have a stamped image that might involve ribbon, like maybe a Christmas present. Instead of putting physical ribbon on your card, you could have an image of a ribbon.
So it can be very literal, and you can put a photo of a family, or it could be very interactive and say something about a heart or something because of the love you feel about a family, more abstract. It can be, this is going to be fun. I think this is going to be really good. We accept cards from all levels. If this is your first card, it's cool. If it's your 4,000th card, if it's your 40,000th card, we all enjoy whatever you make. So you're all welcome. We don't care if you're young, and we don't care if you're old, and we don't even care if you're everywhere in between. We just want to have you join us. It's fun that way. Now, on these parameters, you can choose whether you want to make them the focal point or just very barely fit it in, or anywhere in between. We don't have any rules or regulations on that either. It does need to be handcrafted, and it also needs to be family friendly. so I don't blush when I see it in the gallery. Thank you again, Tina, for my beautiful fan. All right. All parameters are doable, 1 card per person. Let's talk about these parameters. Now that you've had a minute, what are you thinking?
I think joyful can be anything from just getting joy out of seeing the card. So the card maker that is making it, if they feel joy while they make it, like, could that be interpreted that way, that it's a joyful card?
Yep, it sure could be.
It could be that easy for that element. I feel like that one's very universal.
There is if you went HEY Google, what's a joyful card? HEY Google would give you a sample of a fun fold, which is a joyfold, and it is basic, and I will show you in just a minute.
Ellen just put one in the chat, but yeah, a couple people
Excellent.
asked, so we should probably demo it in some form.
Let me just, you want to do it now?
Yeah.
A little bit of paper, please. So you start with a card base, and this is just
zoom in a smidge.
This is just one way to make it. It's not even going to be a good way. I'm going to make it better than that. Okay, we're not going to have any measurements on this one, but I'm going to cut a little bit off this top piece, and I'm going to add another smaller folded card with the fold on the opposite side. And so this would be the classic joy fold. You've done these, I'm pretty sure.
So okay, because I can't read it. Is it joy fold or joyful?
Oh, joy fold. But if it makes you happy to fold it,
so now
then it would be joyful.
Like, what was she saying about being happy?
I thought you were being really abstract and artistic. I was quite impressed.
I heard you say joyful, and I read it to say joyful. And so now when I go like this, I can see it says joyful.
Now I know why everyone in the chat was saying fold.
Because I heard it and saw it as full.
What is craft roulette?
But
so
I have no idea in my head. It's so funny that you're showing this card because I have a fun fold in my head that is similar to that would have actually worked. So I'm so excited.
Oh, well, good. I'm sure if it gives you joy, though, and while you're folding it, I don't see why it couldn't be.
You can double up.
Yeah.
So does it have to be
specifically
a piece this way and a piece with this way, and they both, like, one folds this way and one, or can you, like, maneuver a little bit differently?
I think that's the classic.
Okay.
But you can.
The way our challenge works is it is an art project. So if you can say, this is what I think a joy fold should be, or this is how I interpret it, then we basically have to accept it, because who are we to tell you that your art is wrong? So it leaves a lot of leeway, and we just like to see what people can come up with.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that we figured this out.
Yes, that's good. Now the next one, colors, bold / quiet. It's a contrast thing. Mm-hmm. So you could go purple. You could have a really bright, strong purple and a quieter purple. You could.
I've got some paper in mind that is floral paper that are bold colors that are flower patterns. So I can get my flowery purple in.
Nice. So you could do white and black. You could do brights and dulls. You could do like bright red and yellow with some grays.
So you want like a yin and a yang kind of thing where you want both elements.
Yeah. I'm thinking that. But it doesn't necessarily mean your bold's going to be a big flashy thing. It might be that everything's really quiet and then you've got some splashes of bold color.
Okay.
Like real colorful accents that are bold. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that it can be a quiet card with some bold accents, or it could be a bold card with some quiet toning down in some area.
Right. So you could use a bold purple color and then a pale purple color.
You could use
Which would be the
vellum on
quiet.
top of a bold purple color and
there you go.
make it quiet.
Yes, to tone it down.
So there's lots of ways you can do that. And you've already got some ideas going. I can see it in your bright eyes.
I could see some people interpreting maybe a darker color as quiet, like a bright color as loud, maybe, or bold. So,
yeah,
or a rich versus washed out. You know, there's a lot of ways to do it.
I don't know what HEY Google would do on show me a bold color palette and then a quiet color palette. I don't know what it would do, but it might help you out when you're trying to decide. But, you know, it's kind of like, is this dress too bold to go out to this party? Or do it, you know, you can kind of think of clothes and Scarlett O'Hara, too. Wearing that bright red dress. So, family, there's so many things you can do. So many things you can do. There's sentiments that have family in them.
Okay.
You could have cousins. You can have individual family members, cousins, sisters, brothers, mothers, fathers. Choosing family. Friends are like chosen family.
Right. So the sentiment could have family in it.
Yeah. Our fur family.
Oh,
I know there's some kitties running around your house.
I haven't seen any yet, but they're around.
I saw a tail go by once. I know we talk about fur family. So whatever you want to do with that, or maybe it's a photo of a family. You know, we get a lot of, I think people still send photos at Christmas time. So if you had something like that.
I was just thinking that. It's Christmas time now. People put their photo, and a lot of people are doing pocket cards now where you can put a check or cash, but some people are putting a photo of the family in where that pocket is.
One of my favorite photos cards that I got was from my aunt and uncle one time. And they had, my uncle is a photographer, so he always would have a really great picture of their family. But you opened it up and there were like Fisher Price, a picture of a Fisher Price family. And it was like such a bold move in a quiet card that I was surprised, and it was one of my favorites. But yep, so you can take this, you can have the individual people, you can have animals. Yeah, you can do all sorts of stuff. Oh, ombre paper, bold and quiet. That's interesting.
I'm so happy I figured out joyful and not joyful.
You know, it's hard.
I'm still thinking about that.
Oh, no. People don't read very carefully, and you couldn't see because it's so small. Yeah, so you had a legit thing. Don't worry about it. And then ribbon, tell us how you like to use ribbon.
In every way I can. It's funny. I have always, from the beginning, had a gal on my team, and she's one of my best friends now. Her name is Gina, and we started designing together for classes back in 2016. And I remember sitting at the desk with her, and we said we always need to figure out a way to incorporate ribbon into every single card. And so that's been since 2016 that I've been, let's figure out. There's very few cards. There's probably been 5 cards since then that I've made that don't have ribbon on them.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And I did a whole a Tip Tuesday on how to use a bow maker, right? The bow maker. And it was 23 minutes of how to use this and adding ribbon to your card in all different ways and making different bows. So, yeah.
So, but you, like Mr. Producer was saying, it doesn't have to be the physical bow. You could draw a little bow, or what else?
I was thinking too
somebody
about
saw
a stamp.
A prized ribbon.
If somebody, if you have a girl that has like her hair up and she's got a bow like around her hair, like holding it up, like that's the stamp that has a bow on, a ribbon on it. Like,
really fast, Kim in the chat asked a very pertinent question, which is, does it have to be Christmas? The answer is no. We just moved all of our, we do a big update on the parameters once a month, I think.
Sort of a big.
Yeah, kind of. We changed it. We changed the number out once a month, and so we just went to all Christmas this time.
Just for something different. Yeah, prize ribbon, that's a great one. Typewriter ribbon.
Right.
If you had an old-fashioned typewriter, you could use it for the sentiment, or you could use an image of it. It would all work. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're on to something here. Local Chinese restaurant has a rice dish called Happy Family. So she can make a Chinese food card. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Paper ribbon is a good idea, too. You do like little pleats in your ribbon.
I do. Yep. I
Mm-hmm.
love to do a loop, and a tail, or I love to weave it
Mm-hmm.
back and forth behind a label, wrap it around. I don't do, I use the bow maker, so I don't wrap a lot of ribbon around a card to make a bow with my fingers. I will wrap the ribbon around and then cut the ends and then put a faux bow on top and make it look like it wraps around.
A faux bow.
Yeah. Yeah, a faux bow.
A faux bow. I'm sorry about your faux bow.
I'm so excited about ribbon, though. You have no idea. And I'm glad
Oh,
it's not.
see, that's nice. That's nice. That's better than you got foil.
I think what happens is, like, normally when I do my classes, I always have my hair back in a ponytail so I can hear things. And now that my hair is down and you're the muffled, so I heard almost all the clues or all the elements wrong.
Oh. Well, are you set now?
I think so. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Got
So-
beans in your ears? You're
Mhm.
okay. I don't want to.
I'm good. Mhm.
We'll just see what you come up with, and then we can go, yeah, that wasn't quite what we had in mind, but we'll figure it out.
I do love what you mentioned about vellum, and a lot of people were writing, ooh, vellum. I'm excited. I got to go get some vellum. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think we'll have fun. I think those could be a really great gallery. Lots of variety. Nothing too. Lots of variety. I think you guys are going to have fun with it. All right. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and break and get our things, and we'll be back in a few minutes. How's that?
Sounds good.
Let's do it, Chatterbox. Be right back. What is in review? In review, our craft roulette. On Wednesdays, tune in, don't forget. 3 acts await, each night anew, with fun and creativity just for you. Act 1, Mail Call, a joy to see, your lovely letters sent with glee, snail mail shared with hearts so true, your crafty spirit shining through. Act 2, Card Showcase, a deep dive, random picks that come alive, discussing love for each design, crafted cards that truly shine. Act 3, Whodunit Game, Detective's Call, catch Miss Mary in her crafty thrall, a mystery unfolds, a clue to chase, find the card she tries to case. Guess the crafter, be quick, be smart, reveal the one who played their part. In live chat, declare your clue, solve the case, and win a prize, too. Live on air with Mary Gun Fun, crafting joy for everyone. Join us live, be part of the show, in review, where creativity flows. Craft Roulette, a fun-filled site. Wednesdays await with crafty delight. Subscribe now, don't delay. In review, a crafty play. Send your mail, crack the case. In our world, joy finds its place. Join the fun. Let's craft together for happily ever after, now and forever. Smooch. I'm back on? Oh, for Pete's sake, I'm just daydreaming about what I'm going to make. That's more like it. I'm on, but not on. It's the craft roulette.
Really quickly,
Yes.
we don't have a great time of the show to do this, but thank you, Tracy Fair, who was the mystery person, right?
She was our mystery guest on our member show on this week. We had so many bunny trails.
And so thank you for that $10, Tracy Fair. And thank you to the people who have bought Santa's Long Pants. There's a
Nice.
limited number of those.
Mhm.
Those are the original ones that were printed in 1992. So
Yeah, and I will sign them. So
there's an option you can
yeah,
say.
if you want.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like a big shot. So here we go. I've got Joyful card that's going to bring me joy. And I've got Bold and Quiet. You know, I put that on there and I really never thought much more about that. And I wonder what I'll do. But that was all I ever thought was, wonder what I'll do. Family. And ribbon. I just made something with a ribbon on Whodunit. So I had this little piece of red ribbon and I just threw it back in the drawer. So I pulled it back out. This was my Whodunit card inspired by Cynthia Sharp. It was fun to make. She had upcycled a lunch bag or a bag into a gift bag. So I took her cue and did the same doggone thing. And what else was I going to show you? Oh, I wanted to tell you that JD did go see Santa this week. And I did mention that in review, but he didn't love it. But I think with a little bit of thought, I think it was just because he's 8.5 months old and he doesn't want to be held. He wants to see and do and push and shove and touch and scratch and all sorts of stuff. And sitting on somebody's lap didn't really bother him as much as he didn't want to just sit there. So have some chocolate. There you go. So I did pull out a sheet of vellum. I already have a Joyful already made up. And then I brought in some pretty light purple. And then I thought a bolder touch would be some red. And I also have a bolder purple too. So I can have a quiet purple and a bolder purple. And I also have, and this isn't really colors, but I have the patterns are bold and more quiet too. So I don't know if I'll play with that or not. And then see how that vellum just mutes it and makes it more quiet. See, that works pretty good, doesn't it? Yep, I think so. So I think that's the plan. Now, do I have anything else for family? No. But I think what I'll do is pull out I guess these guys could be family. They're kind of like
They're brothers in fighting crime.
They are brothers in fighting crime. They could be on there now, couldn't they? And those would be good colors for them. So I probably will use them. Brothers fighting crime. These are the only stamp sets in our, I've done it. I will tell you something. I have done very little to promote these, and there's some really cool things about them. So I'll try to do that maybe this week and get something out there. But because there are some very cool interactive kind of ways they play together. So that's what you can get if you are the lucky winner. I'm going to get my super glue, guys. I have a very messy set with them, so that's what we're going to do. All right, and they're simple enough I can cut them on my own. Yeah.
But if you wanted dies,
we've got them. We can help you. We have wild and crazy dies. I never thought of that one. For those who used to watch early Saturday Night Live. Okay, so how are we doing the rest of this then? So if we have these guys, they could be, because they can fly. Or they could be straight up and down on a tag with this at the top. Would they both fit? Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Wild and crazy dies. Okay, who has Steve Martin? I see. Lauren, you're too young to know all that. You're way too young, but you are a fangirl, so. That's nice. Yeah. Is that a little lawn fun family stamp set? That's a cute idea. Farm, oh, I know, Jay. The Farm Kids stamp set. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yep, Steve Martin fan. Okay, I can see that. Do you dance like Steve Martin? When you chair dance, do you chair dance Steve Martin style? I think, if memory serves me right, Christine has to run all over her house to get her things. So it usually takes her a few minutes. So we might as well eat some more chocolate. So JD, on our Tuesday this week, he just loves pushing things around. And probably the thing he pushes around most is his gunny. But, stamp. He does love pushing things around. And he likes to take big things and knock them over and different things like that. So I pulled out a pie pan for him. And he just had the best time pushing that all over the floor. It was like, he's 8 months old. He'd never seen a pie pan. He was excited. It was great. I know the cheap dates, you know. Family could be animal stamps. Absolutely. See, you guys all think like craft rouletters now. It's a different way of thinking, isn't it? Yeah, I share some pictures of JD in our gold group, our gold Facebook group. They have to endure me every Tuesday. But they're so cute. A family of snow people. Lauren, that's a really good idea. Yeah, a little family of snowmen. Oh, in a snow globe. Real cute. All I have to do is give you guys 4 parameters and say, have fun, and you do. You just go all over. I like reading these. I do read these comments on Saturday or Sunday. Yep. And I always like to see what you guys are up to. Oh, you used to work at a magic shop in Disneyland. Did you have like the arrows going through your head? Oh, you can definitely have a cookie, Jay. JD eats little, oh man. He has these little rice things. They're called puffs, and he thinks they're great. But that's only because he's not tasted good food yet. Once he tastes that good food, man, those puffs. But they melt if you choke on them because they're just rice. So that's a good thing because he doesn't know quite how to eat. Isn't that a weird thing? You don't know how to eat. But it's just part of life, isn't it? Okay, so let me think here. Let me think. Okay, I'm done. That didn't take long. I just have to figure out. You guys have any questions about these parameters? What are you going to do with them? I don't think you do. You're all pros. Hey, Feline. Amanda, so I don't forget, we did get a package from you today. Thank you. I haven't opened mine. That's all I'm going to say. I haven't opened mine. Right, exactly. Wait until he gets ice cream. I think that may be our Tuesday tradition, a little ice cream. Wouldn't that be a good tradition? I think so. Let's see. Now I don't have the right size, but that's okay. We'll have this on the inside then. Sure, we can do that. Ribbon. Okay, so that's a good point. Debbie says ribbon may be her nemesis this week. But does ribbon really need to be your nemesis this week? Here's a thought. I have not seen the Christmas movie yet with the Chiefs, Connie. I'm very disgruntled. Look at this little, you could just draw a little ribbon. This is ribbon that ties their little capes on. You may be surprised where you find ribbon. It'll be fun. It'll be like a scavenger hunt in your own craft room. You can always draw ribbon just by making, this will look very familiar. Oh, it's an 8. You turn it sideways, put a little dot in there and some tails, and you've got ribbon. So you can put that all sorts of stuff. Don't let any of this bother you. Have a little fun with it. All parameters are, say it with me, doable. Yep. Chris is on her way back. She is just getting a few things. We are glad. So here's the thing on the Chiefs Christmas movie from Hallmark. I signed up for the Hallmark Plus free trial. Well, they don't have it on the Hallmark Plus free trial, smart people that they are. And it's on the Hallmark channel. Well, I didn't know they had so many things going on, but they haven't had it on the Hallmark Plus channel. It says that they drop those, but it has not dropped. So I don't know. It was cute, Lenine. You saw it? I'm so jealous. So I may have to, they may have snookered me into getting, I don't know how to do it, but we're going to figure it out yet. But I am Hallmarking hard because I have my free trial. So I have been watching lots of Hallmark. But one of the best things about Hallmark movies is you don't have to really pay any attention to them. You can do all sorts of stuff while they're on. I can play word games, and I can answer emails, and I can do all sorts of good stuff. That is not Hallmark movie. Yep, top of a tag. That's kind of what I was thinking and also, Deanna. Top of a tag with a little string. Mm-hmm. That would work just super great. Oops, this doesn't go all the way. No problem. I just did a video on vellum, so I was thinking about it.
Christine is coming back. She's piling stuff up on her spot. I can see it happen. So.
Oh, she's stuck on family.
Do you want to come on and talk about it?
Yeah. Maybe there's a Hallmark
aspect. They didn't hear that, so go ahead and repeat that.
No, so I'm having a hard time with family. I have my ribbon, right? So I'm good on ribbon. I know what to do with ribbon. I've got the bold is my blackberry, and my quiet is going to be more the freesia. So I've got that. And the joyful, good. But I was looking for a sentiment that had the word family in it, because I'm like, okay, a nice sentiment that said something about friends are our chosen family, or something about family matters the most. I was going to just use a sentiment in the middle of a circle. So I was looking for, a girl who has a lot of stamps, you'd think she'd have the perfect sentiment that includes the word family in it. And that's what I was going to put in here. So that's where I'm stuck. So I have an idea of the layout. But
Susan Binstead says, can you make it for a family member?
Oh.
If you had a card that you specifically made for someone in your family.
Except that Chris always keeps her craft roulette cards.
I do technically, yes. I have every craft roulette card I've ever made sitting on the little ledge over there. So I was like, and that's where I was like, yes, you can be like, however you go with how you interpret it, right? So I was just scouring for a nice sentiment. So then I thought to myself, well, can I just go on the computer really quick and type it up and print it on my white cardstock and then die cut it? Because it doesn't have to be a stamp, right? It's art.
Right.
So I love the saying, friends are our chosen family, right? Because then you could give it to a friend that is like family. So that's what I was contemplating doing if I needed to.
Yeah. I think that's a good
So,
plan.
But I think I've got my, like, this is okay for quiet and bold, right? We have quiet, light purple, and bold, dark purple.
Yes.
And I have a pretty designer paper that matches both of them. So I think I'm on track. And if, like, worst case, so that's where if the audience has, I have a lot of stamps. So if anybody can think of a really pretty sentiment or saying that could go in the middle of a circle of that size, then I would be golden. So, yes, phoning a friend here. All right.
Phoning a friend is right.
Carmen Braxma says Stamping Up does have that sentiment. She can confirm. So
right. I'm wondering what the name of the stamp set is. Yeah, so looking just
might
for
be
like
able to tell you.
Yeah.
Carmen's going to be on our community showcase.
Yes.
Very good. Okay, so joyful card goes this way and this way. Okay.
Yeah. I bet she may. I don't know how she organizes her stamps.
So, all right.
Sue Harris, that sounds like a great idea. How a ribbon of smoke coming out of a chimney of a family's home. Hands down, that's a good one. It's a real good one.
So what did you figure out for family?
Well, I have some brothers here against crime.
Okay.
The super glue guys always fighting crime. So that's kind of where I think I'm going. And
they're brothers in fighting crime.
They're brothers. Yes.
I'm getting a couple different people in chat saying painted petals, and then also part of my story are two Stamping Up. Tell Christine painted petals.
Thanks,
Ellen
guys.
would know. Okay. It's from Card Monkey.
Oh, yep. She has all the. Thank you. She's got all the.
Holy Moses! You gotta be kidding me! Look at this action, Jackson. It says friends become our chosen family, and it's
Ellen.
Like perfecto changeo.
Perfect
wow,
is right.
You guys. And I have it.
Well, you know, before the show, you were
rid of your stamps.
That's right. Before the show, you were saying I depend on the. You were saying you depend on the chatterbox.
Yes, exactly.
And they totally got your back.
Like 5 minutes looking for a stamp like that. Oh, okay. Thank you. I needed that. Now I feel much better.
Yeah, now you can.
Now
you can get busy. That's right. Now you can.
Now
have some
I can
fun.
get busy. Exactly. Oh,
and have a little good time. Yay! Thank you, Card Monkey. She's one of our leading ladies. She's also a Stampin' Up person. So, and I knew her as a Close to My Heart person. She's good at names like that too. She probably has Evernote. Is what I think.
Mm-hmm.
And Carmen said
she that once.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Yes. More work than I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's right there. Yes. It's time to share a card by Ellen. This is not for the Week of Heart. This is a card Ellen sent in and sent to me. Yes, and there it is. I'm in hot water, Christine. You got it. I don't know if you can see this. But there she has what was the I can't ever remember the parameters. I've got PSTD. But she's got me in a being cooked by some very unfriendly looking fellows. So
that's adorable.
Yep, she can do all sorts of things with cards. And she says that she has about 100 Stamping Up stamp sets in Evernote. So it did come to her rescue. That was good.
You did. Like gold star. Very good.
Thank you, Craft.
I would have been gone 10 more minutes because like looking for that. Oh,
And thank you, Jay, who is also going to be on
Thank
our community showcase.
That's right. Woo! I am looking forward to that. I know it is a great keepsake. Allie, keep me remembering that I can always find myself in hot water pretty easily. Pretty darn easily.
Okay. Now I
didn't have any tips on how to stay out of hot water, though.
So I have this correct. This is what you're referring to as a joyfold, where it goes this way and it goes this way.
Yeah.
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 Okay. All right. Very good. I guess I don't know technology lingo, like technical terms for card. I just know I've made plenty of cards like that, but I can't say that I've ever called that a joyfold. So I'm learning terminology tonight.
I think that's what I've always seen people call a joyfold. So
very good.
So we'll go with it.
Yes, we will go with it.
And if it's not, it will be after this.
Yes.
We can declare it. Absolutely declare it. So we got a lot to cover, Christine. There's a lot of things that have been happening with you, and I want to make sure that everybody knows what an awesome person you are. I know you're not going to, oh, come on, Mary. But tell us about your Wounded Warrior fundraiser.
So it was June 30th of last year, and I applied for the Statement of the Heart Award with Stampin' Up. And I had to go through a process, and they interviewed me. I was in the top of maybe, let's say, 5, and they interviewed me. And it got down to the point where they said, yep, you earned it or you won it, I guess. Like, it took me a little bit to comprehend what this all meant. But I do a card making benefit twice a year for the last 3 years. And it usually goes to an organization like the National MS Foundation, or in the past, we've done our Underground Railroad, and then we did Wounded Warrior Project last year. And so when I applied for this award, I had told them that it was going to be for the Wounded Warrior Project again, which helps disabled veterans, that they try to help them get back into a civilian life. And there's a lot of veterans that need help. And so that's what the Wounded Warrior Project's all about. And it started off as normally we raise about, let's say in the past, $5,500 was the most we ever raised. Well, with this one, we topped the scales at $31,550 is what we ended up donating. And
that's not $3,100. That's $31,000.
It was $31,550.
That's so much money.
It was. It's like I wrote, so people could donate directly to the fundraising page, and Stampin' Up also donated $10,000, of which $9,000 went directly to the Wounded Warrior Project, and $1,000 went to card materials and stuff, like the stuff to help put the event on, right? And so the check that I wrote was probably one of the biggest checks I've ever written. It was like 21,000 something or 22,000. I'm like, wow, I don't know if I've written a check this big in my life. Because usually you just transfer money, right?
Right. Wire transfer.
Yeah, like when you buy a house and all that stuff, it's normally you just transfer from one account to the next account. And so with this, I wrote out a check. I was like, wow, there was not enough room on the line to write all of the words. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. Sarah Douglas from Stampin' Up came out for the weekend. She flew in Friday, and she was with us till Sunday, late afternoon. And Mary Toulouse from the Wounded Warrior Project was with us as well. She is a speaker with the Wounded Warrior Project. She tells the story of, from a mother's perspective, losing a son. And it was really heartwarming, emotional. A lot of people cried, and it was all recorded. It's on my YouTube channel. So if anybody wants to go back to the World Card Making Day, I think was October 5th. You can go back and watch the presentation from me and Sarah and Mary Toulouse. So you could be a part of it yet. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, it was.
Well, I am real proud of you.
It was. It felt like I was planning a wedding. I'll tell you.
It was. I bet.
And it was all said and done. It was like, wait, it's done already? How can this happen? Like we've been planning this for a whole year, and now it's done. And
yeah,
we wanted more. I wanted more. So
I bet. I did see photos. I didn't see the video, but I did see photos, and it looked amazing. It really, really did. I don't use that lightly, that word, but it sounds like a Hallmark word, amazing, but it really was amazing.
Mm-hmm. It was. It moved a lot of people, and we decided that we have 2 more benefits coming up next year. In April is the MS benefit, because we have a handful of people who are on my team that have been diagnosed with MS, and so that's why we always choose that one. And then in the fall, we are going to go with the Wounded Warrior Project again. So that
good.
Yeah. So, and what it is we design 6 cards, and we kit up 6 cards, and people could come in person and make them, or they could get kits mailed to them. And just like I teach a class, I did a YouTube video and I showed how to put the cards together, and it was awesome. It was really good. So
that is a big deal, girl. You are a big deal.
And thank you, Sue Small Crider, for that $10. She is going to be on the community showcase and does a lot of process videos.
She does real detailed pop-up kind of crazy stuff. Just amazing cards. I think we have quite a few different styles that will be on that show, so I look forward to showcasing them. But that's a big deal, and so if anybody does feel like being a part of any of that, where can they find information with your cards and different things?
I believe you have my website already shared.
Down in the description.
I have an event calendar. Yeah, I created, if you guys would toggle forward to April 12th, I already have the MS card making event out there. And then the one in November is on November 3rd. I don't have much on my events calendar for next year, but I do have the card making benefits out there already. So if you guys just go to my calendar of events, you can find it already. And you can
have something else very important on your calendar.
Yeah.
You're already on our calendar for next year.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yep. This is true. If you guys, do we want to tell them when that is? I got to go get a die cutting machine, but I can tell you, I think we already have it on the calendar. Look at this, you guys, the 20th of June.
Yeah.
And December, look at me on my calendar, December 5th next year.
Yep. We're set. So, some more fun. I love it. Christine's a big pickle. Yep, that was a big deal.
Yeah, we have so much fun chatting and making cards and all of everything in between.
Yeah, you had like baskets.
We had
raffle baskets.
The ending number was 38 or 39 raffle baskets that were donated. The most amazing thing too is normally we keep, like, out of the donation, we keep the materials, right? So that we can buy the materials. My entire community came together and donated everything. So of the $40 donation, all $40 was donated. Nothing was kept for materials, because my community of stampers came together and they mailed stuff to me. They put orders in with Stampin' Up! And had it shipped directly to my house. They dropped the materials off. People came together and just donated everything. It was amazing. And all the baskets everything was donated. People were sending money to buy materials for the raffle baskets. It was pretty cool.
That says a lot about you, kid.
Yeah.
So did you cry?
Cool.
Did you cry? I would have.
Yeah.
I'm crying. I'm thinking about it right now.
Yeah, I did. Yep. I did. It was pretty amazing. I know that when I was done on Sunday, everybody told me I needed to go relax and go to sleep or take a nap or something. And I'm like, no, we don't have time for that. There's more to do. Like, there's no time for napping. So,
there's no napping in baseball.
Right. We don't have time for napping. Yeah. Just like there's no crying and stamping, right?
That's right. Absolutely right.
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't think I've ever used this stamp before, you guys. So I feel really good to be using a stamp that I've never used before.
I always like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Very good.
That's
So
coming
the other
together
thing,
really
too,
well.
my foot has healed properly. If you have to remember the last time we talked, I think I was in a boot the last time I was with you.
You're right. Yeah, you were a
I had
mess.
broken my foot. I was a hot mess. I broke my foot in Mexico on a scooter.
Dear. Well, I'm glad it's better. Or it's all better. Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part now it is. Yes, absolutely.
I do have some questions for you from our members.
Yep, I knew you would have questions for me.
Yep. And you are right, Deputy Heidi. That is very Craft Roulette to be using your stash. And by the way, before I forget, also, we've had a Facebook poll and this week, and it was, what is your... I'm going to ask this question of you, Christine. Mm-hmm. What Christmas movie title best describes your craft room? It's a Wonderful Life, The Holiday, Nightmare Before Christmas, or Die Hard?
I think it's which was the Nightmare one?
The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah. So my craft room is in complete disarray right now.
Okay, so fair enough.
After breaking my foot, we decided we were going to do a project. I got to re-ink my ink pad. We did a remodel project. And this is like a continuation of the project that we did from 4 years ago. So we completely tore down my craft room. So my craft room was 10 by 10. And it is, what we did is we added on to it. So there was a 3 seasons room. And what we did is we took it down to ground level and we built it up. And when we built it up, it connected to my craft room, which is above. And so we had to knock down an entire wall. So my craft room went from 10 by 10 and is now 10 by 20. And I've been out of it since August and I'm still not back in it. So I'm currently set up in my guest bedroom.
Oh.
So it's a nightmare.
It is a nightmare. But it's going to be so nice when you get it.
It's going to be amazing. But I'm so displaced right now. It's not even funny.
Oh, yeah.
So it is.
Do you have an estimated time on that when you'll be done?
So I was hoping that, like, tomorrow I was going to start to move back in, but we haven't finished staining. So we're still staining stuff. So yeah, maybe by the new year.
Are you going to get some little kitty cat fur in your stain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably, because the doors are open and they have free access to go in there. So as long as they don't put their nails all up and scratch it, I'm okay. So,
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but Tyler is building. We had a fireplace that was in the room below, in the 3 seasons room had a fireplace. And so what we did is we are putting that back. And so now a chimney is going through my craft room up to the roof, right? And that goes right through my countertop. And so we're going to decorate the front of it very nice. And then the back, he's building a scratching post for the cats to be able to stretch up and do their whole claw thing. There.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah,
those cats have come a long way from their roots on the farm.
Oh, yeah. They're very lucky. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
They are the chosen ones. Mm-hmm.
They are indeed.
Are you all done with your card?
No, not at all.
Oh,
I'm just trying to.
Like it.
Oh, no. I've got folds to take care of still. Look,
okay.
I managed to get something in there. Oh, brother.
Good. Very good. I've been dilly-dallying. How are you doing? Here. I don't know. I've been dilly-dallying. I don't know. I'm so unfocused. I was so concerned about the family that I lost track of a lot of things. So I think I'm okay though.
Well, one of the super glue guys just flew off my desk. And I ran over him with my chair. It's dangerous. Look, he's got a little crease now. He got run over. You can see it where the... Oh, well. C'est la vie.
Who said fighting crime was easy?
That's right. You end up with some painful moments. Yes,
So do
our
you have-
questions.
Yes,
sorry.
tell me more questions.
Well, Paula Rice would like to thank you for introducing Craft Roulette to you 120 episodes ago. And we'd like to thank you too,
Yay.
because Paula Rice is great.
She is. She's amazing. She helps me stay on track with my mystery card nights as well.
She helps us too. She's
You guys get
she's
a kid
a-
exciting.
Oh, there it is.
Yep, there she is.
There's the tail. The tail end
That's
of her.
it. That's her. Oh yeah, you guys. This is normal.
There's a kitty.
This is normal. She's like, "Hi guys." That's the little honey. She's the honeybee of the hive. She's our mascot here.
She's a good one.
Can you guys see? I've never used these stamps. Like, really?
They're brand new.
I have never even pulled them out of here. Can anybody else relate to that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
We
Okay.
got a couple
Focus,
like
focus.
that in still. I want a little texture back here. So it looks like they're in the sky.
Okay. It's gonna come together really fast now. Now that I
Oh dear,
have
I better
plan.
get on it.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. You got time. You have more questions for me, so I know we've got a little
I
time.
do. Stephanie Mormon, who I think comes on some of your video, on some of your lives.
Mm-hmm.
She says, you teach in several different formats. Which one's your favorite? But please, first, I'm adding this part of the question. Could you explain your different formats? What you have we've mentioned the mystery night several times.
Mm-hmm.
And I catch that one every so often.
Right. That's the one where I
But-
pull out my magnifying glass and I put my eye into it and we do the next clue. So the different formats, I do in-person classes and I do online via YouTube. And with the YouTube, everything I do on YouTube is for free. People can watch it. And I get so many people that thank me for doing it in an open forum that's not in a private group, that anybody can watch it. Right. So anybody can watch, and people have told me that they learn so much by watching me create. It's crazy. When I used to do in person only, somebody on one end of the room would ask a question and then somebody on the other end would not hear the answer. And when I went live is when they said they started watching me and they learned so much by watching how I put cards together that that's when they really started to learn. Oh man, what did I just do? I just stamped that on the wrong side. So one more.
Don't learn that. Don't learn that.
Unlearn that right now.
Oh, okay. I put it on the opposite side of what I wanted it to. But
that's for the special people.
Right. So it's been great moving from in person only to online and in person, because everything I do online has to be done in person and everything I do in person has to be online, because I have a community in both worlds. And and that's how it has to be. So I have it all. And if you're ever, I always tell people, if they're ever rolling through Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, and they want to come and take a class, anybody's really always welcome to come in person. I've had people that have shown up too, and just to tease me and just pop in to say hi, and they're like, didn't I register for this class? I thought I called you and I told you I was signed up and I had no idea. Right. So they're just teasing me. But so I have kitted classes where you can get materials or you can watch and do your own at home. So that's pretty cool.
You send out a few kits too. You were telling me before we started here.
So when you take a card in an envelope, and let's say this is the card and all the pieces are in the envelope, we do about 35,000 envelopes full of a kitted card, which is about the equivalent of 8,000 classes.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
be careful what you wish for, huh? That's a lot.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. So it's definitely grown. And so my favorite, so there's online and then there's in person, and it's hard to pick. There's great things about both. I'm an outgoing person and I love to interact with people. And so I get great fulfillment and joy out of being in person with people, like with actually giving the hugs to people when they come in the door, and like, make sure I don't mess this up, that I'm sorry, I'm gluing on the back side here. So I just, there's a great element to that. Now, what's also nice though, is when I'm drained and at the end of the day, I've just done a lot of stuff and now I'm going live on YouTube. It's also amazing because I don't have people here and I can still be with people, but through a camera, and I still get good engagement because I can have great conversations. Like right now, I'm not watching the comments because I'm really focused on what I'm trying to do here and not glue things upside down. But usually when I do a class, I can really get engaged with people and I can talk to people, and it's great community as well. But I don't have to, when I'm done, I can shut it off and go in the house. But right, so there's great things about both.
Yeah.
So
it's hard to say you have a favorite.
Yeah, it's hard for me to say I have a favorite. It really is. So
because there's good things about both.
There's good things about both. Exactly. There, like, to me, there's not really bad about anything. But after you have an in-person class with 15 or 16 people, it's not emotional. It's just exhausting and can be draining, right? So when you're done, it's like, you're like, wow, you feel like a ton of bricks just hit you in the face, right? Because
you're moving
talking
around
to 15
more
people at the same time. Yeah.
I remember those days. They were exhausting.
But
much more so than here, right?
I get so much enjoyment out of that interacting, and that's one of the things that fills my cup. Making others happy and bringing joy to others is what fills me up. And so, but it also takes energy to do it. So
right. Well, you're running around. I know what you're like. You're not going to be sitting there and people, oh, look, I'm getting ink all over. You're not sitting there and having people come to you to ask you questions. You are running all over the room.
Right. I have ears and eyes in the back of my head. And I was telling you earlier, I can hear multiple conversations. And so if I'm on one end of the room, I can hear, and this is, my girls know this too. I can hear what they're talking about on the other side of the room. And if I ever sense that they need help, I'm over there helping them before they even have to ask me a question, right? Yep.
Because that's kind of your job too. I remember the days. Yes. Oh, it's going to be okay. There's that joy fold. And I think I've got some bold red and some quiet blue or purple. And I'm going to get one more stamp set for the inside.
So I went with a more simple approach tonight without all the, I'm usually layers upon layers. I know that we kitted up a card once that had 21 pieces in it. And so I'm not generally a simple stamper. I'm more of an avid crafter. And that's what comes through on my kits as well. I don't skimp on the pieces. I'm very blessed that I have a great support system of helpers, and they've always been there to help me with any die cutting that I need. Here's like an example of a class that we have coming up, right? So there's like anything that you get, this one here in particular, this one, like I can still create cards like this because I have die cutters that will help me die cut all that. And so we don't skimp on the designing because we have an amazing community of helpers. So, yeah. So this one to me is a little, I got to go get a Velcro dot because I want this to kind of stay shut with a Velcro dot. So to me, it's a little more simple of a card, but sometimes we need simple and not crazy, right? But still pretty and elegant. So
it was definitely, when I would do card and scrapbooking kits, it was definitely part of my thinking how many pieces I wanted to cut and how many pieces I could get out of a piece of paper. So, lots of things,
You have to be very strategic when you have a piece of 12 by 12 paper and how you cut it. If you take a full mat and it's 5 1/4 by 4, you only get 6. But if you take a 3 by 3, you get 16, right? 4 by 4, like 4 times 4 is 16. So yeah, you have to really take that into mind when you're doing classes for other people versus making a onesie twosie card for yourself or for your family.
Mm-hmm. This is all. It's so true. It's a different set of thinking. And can you make a card without thinking about a class?
Generally, I don't make cards unless they're for a class.
Mm-hmm.
So we're generally doing about 4 to 5 classes a month, one a week. And so that's, let's say, 3 or 4 cards per class. We're designing between 12 and 20 cards in a month. Like we did a Stamp-A-Stack last month that had 14 cards. Nice. And then that was on top of our regular 5 classes. So whenever we're designing or whenever I'm designing, it's always for a class. Always for a class.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't. I have a little confession to make. Like, I got invited to
there's
my best
nobody
friend
here but just you and me.
Right, exactly, right. You know, and, and you'll forgive me, right? So I went to my best friend's wedding in San Diego, and somebody's like, "Oh, like, are you going to make a special card for her wedding?" And it's like, "No, I'm going to take one that I already have designed." like I'm not going to sit and make one special. You know, so it's like, it's sad. You think that, oh, she'll get a special card, and it's like, no, I'm just going to make one or grab one.
You're
from
going
my
to San
stockpile.
Diego. That's a big deal.
Yeah, here are my gems.
And you saw Gwen Simmons out there.
I did. Oh my
gosh,
yes. Oh yeah. She hit me up. She's like, "You're gonna be in San Diego. Can we get together?" And we spent the afternoon together.
That's so fun.
We went to a brewery and we got good beers and drinks and a good meal. We had tacos and we hung out all afternoon. She actually picked Tyler and me up at our little Airbnb. Yeah.
That's very cool.
She's a hoot.
Yeah, she is a
hoot. Yeah.
I don't know if she's here tonight or not. But I know she'll most likely watch the replay if she's not.
Yeah, but so it was really cool. And we ended up both buying this chocolate coffee from Stone Brewery, and we got some baklava, and we had it for breakfast the next morning, independently, but we had to check in with each other to see how it was. So it was good. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it was really cool. And
I know she enjoyed it.
She was afraid that she was imposing on our time, but I said, "Tyler, is it okay if I get together with one of my gals that watches me?" And he's like, "Sure, let's do it." And he's a good sport, so.
That's terrific.
Yeah. I always put it out there that when I go traveling, if people reach out to me and say, "Hey, you want to get together?" I always try to make an effort for it. I'm not one of those that doesn't like to be around people.
Yeah.
I like to meet people and put faces to names.
Yeah. So when are you coming to Kansas City? You got some travels this summer? I mean, it's not summer yet, but
we're going to Raleigh in March for Stampin' Up's convention. And then I earned the incentive trip, and we're going to Disney, which is Florida, in May. And then we're planning a trip to Germany in September to go to Oktoberfest. It's been on our bucket list for 5 years, and then the world shut down, right? So we've been putting it off for 5 years, and if you don't make it happen, it never happens, right?
Boy, that's for sure.
We put it on the calendar in September, and so we're gonna try to make that happen this year.
Well, you've got a pretty full year.
So and then that we'll be here to get next December, and we'll be back for our 6th year, so I look at this in years, right? It'll be our 6-year anniversary of being together.
That's right.
Yeah.
I look forward to that day too. You've always been a great guest.
I'm okay with my card. I got my light and my dark. I feel like I got the bold and the quiet. I got the family. Thank goodness for the stamp. I got to use a stamp set that I had never really used before, which is pretty phenomenal feeling to own a stamp set for probably 6. What did they say the year was 2007 on this?
I think so.
I didn't hear.
Yeah. So that's
that's a vintage stamp set. Yeah.
So do you have any travels coming up?
No. Just upstairs and downstairs.
Upstairs and downstairs. Okay.
We used to laugh about my mom and when we'd go to see her, and she'd say, "Is there somewhere you want to go?" And I said, "Well, front room, back room." I thought those were our options. So,
upstairs, downstairs.
Yep, I'm kind of gone into it myself. Irene Hattrick Smith has a question. She said, "You teach." She said, "No, that's the wrong question." She loves it when you go live from the hive, and she recently learned a fun fact about honeybees she wanted to share.
Okay.
They communicate through a series of dance moves. And do you have a favorite dance move? Maybe you could show us when we come back. We do some pretty good chair dances here at Craft Roulette. We kind of have some, I think we've got some craftettes that can really bust out a good move here and there. So you can be thinking about that one if you have a bee dance. Maybe it's the Steve Martin kind of dance, You don't have to.
Okay, or like
But it's something
the
to think
Elaine
about.
from Seinfeld.
Yes. All these things, they could be part of your personality. And then Gloria Davis, who is also a Stampin' Up! Consultant or demonstrator, says if you could only have, this may be hard, but if you could only have 3 Stampin' Up! Colors and ink and paper, what would they be?
Current or retired, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter to me, whichever you like.
I always love elegant eggplant. So it's
Because
like
it's purple?
It's purple. Yeah, elegant eggplant, but blackberry bliss is a good one. Well, hello, there's bigger tigger. I absolutely love espresso. We talked about my doors being dark brown and my trim being brown. And so I love espresso, and I love like either cherry cobbler or night of navy.
Oh, yeah.
But that's 4. So now I have to leave one out. So
yeah.
I would probably say cherry cobbler, blackberry bliss, and blackberry bliss, night of navy. No, I'm getting confused by a kitten in my face. Blackberry bliss, early espresso, and cherry cobbler. Those would be my 3.
Those are good. Yeah. Yeah, those sound pretty. They sound dark. All of them sound dark.
I love regal colors. I do. Yep, like the rich regals.
Yeah, we're getting a few of those kind of answers too. Blackberry bliss, cherry cobbler, and pretty peacock for Feline Mays.
Oh yes, pretty peacock is pretty amazing as well. I would have to say that one. That would be in the top 5, definitely.
So I wanted to show you this card because it's definitely a purple inspired card, and this is I have this card in a current YouTube community tab poll. And I wanted you to see that I sometimes really go strong on my purples there.
I love it.
And so there you go. A whole stack of little purple gnomes.
And their cats are so adorable.
So there you go.
Good job.
I can purple with you too. Let's see if I hit all the parameters tonight. Joyful card. I went very traditional of what I think is a joyful card. Bold and quiet. I did bold red, quieter purple. Family, I have a brother of the Brotherhood of Crime Fighters. These guys are brothers. And for ribbon, I have this, and they also have ribbon tied around their little necks to keep their capes on.
Look at you double dipping on the ribbon.
I know.
Good job.
Yeah, thank you. Let's make sure you got all those beautiful parameters as well.
Well, I think that this can be a joyful. So it goes this way, and then it goes that way.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so there's my joyful. And then my bold is, to me, the dark blackberry is bold. And then the soft quiet is the fresh freesia. I love those two together as well for a great color combination. And then the family, friends become our chosen family. That is exactly, I was looking for a simple sentiment for on the front that references family. And then my ribbon, this is my loop and my tail. We call that the lamb technique. Kelly started doing that many years ago. And so we do that along the bottom edge, and we do a couple of them or a lot of them, but I love to add ribbon like that to a sentiment strip.
That's a good one, Chris. Real pretty. You're a purple princess that can handle pattern paper. You're a purple princess that can handle pattern paper.
That's a lot of P's.
It is. Well, let's tell everybody how they can play. You can relax. You can practice that dance move of yours. And we'll be back to say goodnight to you in just a few minutes. And we're going to give away some stuff, too. Bye, Kitty.
Yay.
Yep, we would love to have you play along. All you have to do is include those 4 parameters. We don't care how. Just make sure they're family friendly and that it's handcrafted. There is a submit submit project form on craftroulette.live. It's not hard to fill out. If you can upload a picture to Facebook, you can do it here too. You have till Sunday night at midnight Central Time to send that in. If you want more time and support our show and send us a little Christmas something, you can become a member for a month and have till Thursday night for the rest of the 4 weeks that I think it's 4 weeks that you are a member. Looks like I haven't gotten I need to update my guests there. That's Justine that's coming. No. That's right. We changed that. It's nobody right now. That's what it was. Caitlin Anthony will be here next week. Mary Claus and Mary Gary the week after that. Benny Pitty will be ringing out the old year with us. And we will be ringing in the new year with May Helms. I know who's coming in there. I think. It's penciled. Oh my gosh. So anyway, join us every week. We always have a whole new take on parameters and a whole new take, and we never know what those guests are going to come up with. It's fun. Join us. We love to have you. We always like to take a moment to say thank you, members. We talk a lot about you, but it is literally because this show you would not be here if it were not for these people that are bringing this to you every month. And thank you so much. Silver and above, remember, we do have a call right after this, in a few minutes after this. And then we will be talking about our parameters, our cards that we will be making, and all those things related to Craft Roulette. We always have a nice time meeting people. If you are a first-timer to this call, please step up to the front of the line and plan on introducing yourself if you'd like. We would like to meet you. And then also, what else? I have several things coming up. Gold next Monday night. We have another Zoom call. We always have a good time on those. There is a new member show, a new scrapbook tutorial, and a new elegant Christmas card tips for silver and above. Plus, I think it's a week from tomorrow, we have an all members call. That will be a first come, first serve. It starts at noon Central Time, and we go a couple hours. I say that, and it's never been just a couple hours, but we'll see how we do. So, fill in those calendars. We're here for you. And thank you. Thank you so much. Well, that means we're going to give away some stuff. And what are we giving away this month, this week? Well, we always start with a Krog and then a goodie bag, and then we have a $35 gift certificate to Craft Roulette's Itty Bitty store and a $25 gift certificate to Bitty Penny Shop, and a Christine is going to give away a class of your choosing as well. So we got some stuff to give away. If you sent in your card last week, you will be eligible for all of those things. Let's see who's going to win something tonight. Anybody get excited and nervous when they start seeing your names? I know. I would send you all a Krog if I could. There's another way you can win a Krog, and that is be the detective of the week on Whodunit. Rosie B. Congratulations, Rosie B. That's exciting. We'll be happy to send you a new Krog. I think you've gotten them before. For a Craft Roulette goodie bag, we do need to keep this in the United States because of that remarkable shipping. And if you are out of the United States, I will send you something. I'll send you a Krog, because Krogs are fun. Mitzi. Very fun, Mitzi. I look forward to hearing from you. Will be a claim prize form opening up right after the spins. Just fill that out and we will get you all taken care of. A Craft Roulette giveaway is a $35 gift certificate for our dies, stamps, Santa's long pants, Craft Roulette Creative Companion, which you can also get at Trinity too. Stamp Nut. How fun. Stamp Nut, let me know. We will send you a certificate to get that taken care of. We'll see what you pick out. That's fun. And for a Bitty Penny $25 gift certificate, she's got papers and little gifts. She's got a real cute little idea going on with her little store. Sandy Minotti. Congratulations, Sandy Minotti. I look forward to seeing what you get from the Bitty Penny store.
And this is for
Christine's class.
Yep.
For Christine's class, some lucky duck's gonna get it. Who's the lucky duck tonight? Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, Sue! Sue will love that. Sue Small-Crider. She's one of our guests on our new show. So, how fun. Congratulations. That's very cool. Let me know all the information I need to know to get you all taken care of with your gifts. And we will get that taken care of maybe even tomorrow. Depends on the day. Maybe Monday. Thank you and congratulations. Send in your cards this week so you can be on the board next week as well. That's how you get there. Send in a card. It's not hard. Do it. Let's bring her back and we'll start dancing.
Okay.
I usually dance. I like sitting down when I dance because I don't fall over. Sometimes when I get a little involved and sometimes I get a little off balance. And so it's safer for me to sit down to dance. And so before the show starts, there's a lot of chair dancing going on because we have some really cool music going on. So what do you like to dance to when you do dance? What kind of music?
So I like new rock music, and I'm trying to think.
I want to know what it is.
Yeah. 80s, 90s, new rock, I guess, would be my choice. I went out recently to Las Vegas with my friend for her birthday, and we tried to find a place that played 80s, 90s, like old school, like music that we know the words to, that we can understand the words to.
All those things, yeah.
Yeah, so just the bebop thing. But I was thinking like this. How about that for a dance? Staying
That's
alive,
a good one.
Staying alive, staying alive. There you go.
Little egg beater point. Egg beater point. Egg beater point. Egg beater point.
You got me thinking there's the lawnmower too, like where you're, or the vacuum, like where you're actually like looking like you're like vacuuming, right? You could do that.
Well, there was the water thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. You'd think you can't do the worm when you're on the on the chair, but you can do it like a manual worm.
So I'm like my singing. I have no ability for singing or dancing really, unless I have a little help with some beers.
There you go. The beer dance. Chug, chug, egg beater point. Egg beater point. Chug, chug, egg beater point. There you go. You got it. You got it. Well, keep those questions coming and keep those videos coming over on craftroulette.live. Not on our website, but we can see you dance in our Skype or Zoom calls, and you can always put a video on our Facebook group of you chair dancing. I would love to see it.
No, you don't need to see me chair dancing.
Oh, I would love to see everybody chair dance on our Facebook group. I think that would be the best place in the world. So it's
did
private,
you notice what I did? I did a Vanna White.
Oh my gosh, you did.
Did you even notice?
No, she changed her shirt.
I feel better in purple. I had a gray shirt that had bees on it, but you guys couldn't see the bees, and I felt like it was a dark, like gray shirt, so I had to go put color on for everybody. So I did. I changed my shirt when I went in to get my stuff.
You do look more like yourself. Well, thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate you coming again. It's always a lot of fun.
FUNN.
That's exactly right. Have a wonderful Christmas and have a great year. We got to get you up to number 6.
Yeah, okay.
No pressure.
Let's do it. Number 6.
Let's do it. All right. Y'all, let's kiss our brains. You need to kiss your brain because you're going to be number 6 next year. Chatterbox, thank you so much. Silver it up. We'll see you in a few minutes. Miss Producer, excellent job as usual. Good night. We'll see you Wednesday on In Review and next week with Caitlin Anthony. Take care. Thank you. Nighty night.
Bye, everybody.